Top 10 Best Broadway Shows You Must See in 2021. Broadway shows are a part of the North American popular culture. They are a form of theatrical performance which has been around since the early 20th century. These shows have gained international recognition and popularity over the years. The top Broadway shows are based on different topics and vary in themes and subject matters. Some are based on drama and comedy, while others are based on science fiction and mythology. They also vary in their duration, some lasting for only a few hours, while others last for days, with performances running from morning to late night. Some of these Broadway shows have also gone on to become TV series or movies, or even have been adopted into musicals that tour around the globe. Before we dive into this list, let's test your knowledge with a quick trivia question. What is the longest-running Broadway show in history? A. Cats, B. The Phantom of the Opera, C. Chicago. Hang on for the answer to this trivia and feel free to put your answer in the comments. Also, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. And here we go. MJ. MJ is the story of Michael Jackson and the Jackson family. The show follows the life of Michael Jackson, spanning from his childhood in Gary, Indiana, to his rise to fame as a worldwide icon through his music and unique sense of style. MJ is the story of a boy who became a man and the complications that come with being one. 9. Mean Girls. Mean Girls follows the life of Katie Heron, a 16-year-old homeschooled girl who moves to Illinois because of her parents' job. She makes friends with Janice Ian and Damien and is introduced to the Plastics, the most popular girl group in the school, led by Regina George. Katie is a sweet, naive girl who gets on the wrong side of Regina and her posse, which leads to chaos. 8. Come From Away. Come From Away was adapted from the true story of when 38 planes were diverted to Newfoundland, Canada due to 9/11 attacks in 2001. The town welcomed thousands of stranded travelers as well as locals who decided to offer their homes, food, and company during this time. The show follows this story and how each traveler was enabled to become part of one big family and learn more about themselves through this difficult time in history. 7. HADESTOWN. HADESTOWN tells the story of Orpheus, who gets lost in his search for his wife Eurydice in the underworld. He is rescued by Eurydice, who tries to find a way to bring him back to the world of the living. The show takes place during the Great Depression and tells a story of love, loss, and sacrifice. 6. The Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon follows two Mormon missionaries who travel to Uganda with hopes of converting citizens to Mormonism and meet opposition from other missionaries as well as citizens of Uganda. The show pokes fun at Mormons and religion in general while teaching a lesson about acceptance and faith. 5. Moulin Rouge, the musical. Moulin Rouge, the musical, tells the story of Christian who falls for Satine, an actress at the Moulin Rouge Cabaret in Paris, France, where she performs nightly. Christian soon learns that she is promised to another, but does not let this stop him from pursuing her love, which eventually leads them both on a journey they never expected. 4. Chicago. Chicago tells the story of Roxy Hart, a woman accused of murdering her lover after he threatens to leave her for fame and fortune, while she would rather have his love than fame and fortune herself. She is defended by lawyer Billy Flynn, who knows that she is guilty but hopes to persuade the jury of this by telling them a different story. 3. Wicked. Wicked tells the story of Elphaba and Glinda, who are roommates at Shiz University in Oz. Each girl comes from a different background, and they have their own opinions about the Wizard of Oz, as well as other people in their lives. Glinda is beautiful, popular, and sweet, while Elphaba is green, has a bad reputation, and thinks that she can make a difference with her life despite society's ideas about her. The show follows these two girls along with many other characters as they learn about themselves and others through their journey in Oz. 2. Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen follows the story of Evan Hansen, who has social anxiety disorder. After becoming pen pals with a college student named Zoe, he learns that his letters were never received, but he decides to continue writing to her anyway, because it helps him express himself better than he can face-to-face with people. He meets Zoe's friend Connor, who also has social anxiety disorder, and becomes friends with him when he expresses interest in learning more about Evan's letters, which he assumes are from Zoe herself, due to how they are written. Connor becomes Evan's friend and confidant, and he helps him through his life as well as his relationship with Zoe. The show follows these characters, along with many others, and how they are all connected through their stories, which are all brought together in the end. Before we get to number 1, let's take a look back at the trivia question from earlier. What is the longest-running Broadway show in history? A. Cats, B. The Phantom of the Opera, C. Chicago. The answer is B. The longest-running Broadway show in history is The Phantom of the Opera. It has been running since 1986, and it has played more than 10,000 performances. This musical is based on the novel by Gaston Leroux. The book has been translated into more than 25 languages. The Phantom of the Opera is still running in New York and in London after more than 30 years. Now that you know the answer to that trivia question, let's get back to the number 1 in the list of most iconic Broadway shows. 1. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child tells the story of Albus Potter, son of Harry Potter, who attends Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry on a special scholarship because of his father's fame. He soon meets Scorpius Malfoy, son of Draco Malfoy, who was also accepted to Hogwarts via special scholarship after the Malfoy family's fall from grace due to Lord Voldemort's defeat at the hands of Harry Potter in the final battle at Hogwarts, which resulted in Draco being sent to Azkaban for trying to kill Harry. Albus also meets his cousin Delphi Diggory, niece of Cedric Diggory, who he does not see eye to eye with, but soon becomes friends with Scorpius despite their differences when they join forces to find a way to prevent a dark wizard from taking over control of the Ministry of Magic. The show follows these 3 children as they work together to save the world while trying to get along despite their different family backgrounds as well as their own personal issues. That does it for Top 10 Best Broadway Shows You Must See in 2021. We hope you liked it. Agree or disagree, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, be sure to subscribe, comment, and like this clip. We put out videos several times a week, so ring that bell to be notified when we post new content. Thanks for watching.